Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to MSC Challenge for round number 2, 25-26. This is, I believe, is our sixth incarnation of MSC Challenge, a development series based on drivers running 235 wide radial tyres held here at the Meremere Drift Park, brought to you by the team from Drift Academy International, and the main prize, of course, is as always the FD2 Japan licence. So we welcome our drivers in today, and we're about to kick into qualifying. As always, Sky doesn't like spending money, so you guys are my co-commentators out there in live stream land. Send all of those messages of support, of love, of whatever you want to call it through, and I will make sure that they are read out over the PA as long as they're fit for public consumption. Yes, that means you, Sam West. Please stop ringing and saying your mate Mike is in the audience. Shout out to some of our former drivers who are here as well. I think that's Roan just wandering over there. Haven't seen any off-roaning for a while. Be good to get him back. I think we're at 14 again today, are we, boys? Is that right? 14 drivers today, or 15? 13 today. So top 3 will get a bye through to the top 8. So 1, 2, and 3 will lock in a bye to the top 8. So very important points-wise. At the moment, we do have the Drift Fox, Corbin Wilson, leading the championship. Kind of business as usual, really. Corbin, Jason doing the usual things. And then obviously Shane King in there as well. And we'll talk a little bit about that later on. Good morning to Kane out there, sending a message of support in for Dan Costello. My messages to the guy in the blue Eurofighter, let him know, dial it back. From the guy in the blue Eurofighter. Well done, Michael Spicer, sending yourself a message on the chat, probably from in the cabin. Are you guys ready yet? Cat's getting angry. She's getting grumpy. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. I'm told that Michael Spicer's father will be joining me later on commentary to call one of his son's runs. One of the things I do like to do is make this an all-encompassing experience. So yeah, we'll get various family members joining us for commentary of runs, mostly because I am lazy and I'm doing many, many events back-to-back in a row, so I'm trying to make things as easy as possible for myself, and if I don't have to talk and I can make someone else do it while charging Sky for it at the same time, then that will make me happy. The only person I know that definitely won't talk is Tux, because all he will say to me is, Kiske. 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 That was, of course, now my co-commentator for T1NZ Pro. Shout out to Kiske if he's tuned in. I would shout out Benny Jenkins, but he's in China, and you're probably blocked from the internet or whatever over there. Wait, can I say bad things? Can I say that? Are we going to get shut down, Sky? There's not a drone or anything monitoring us, is there? No, I can say whatever I want. Okay. Are you all right, boss? Are you just trying to keep tyre smoke off your face? Keep that youthful complexion, are you? Oh, hay fever. Okay. All right. Not RAM rating. Okay, just checking. Sky was here the entire day. If anyone asks, nobody saw Sky. If anyone hits a high-end jewelry store or a Lamborghini dealership or anything, Sky was here the whole day. That's not a disguise for robbing anything. It's hay fever. Up the Mud Babies, Slide the Tesla. Hello, Mr. Joyce. Good to see you tuned in. Good morning, Jake Farsnage. One of my favourite people, the Parsnip. I love giving out the Jakey Award at the end of each season to the most improved driver. Now, there's one for you. If you're out there in live stream land, keep an eye on who is the most improved driver. Let me know who is the most improved driver that you think improves from where they started at the start of round number 1 right through to round number 4. Another shout out for Dan Costello from Brad Coleman. Somebody should tell Dan Costello he needs to have his helmet on before he comes out the pit chute, but we'll leave that one for later. John Zhao and Riley McEwen. Good to see Riley here. A lot of travel for the McEwen family over the past couple of weeks, being here, then back home, and then down to Invercargill, and then back here again. Alrighty, Trent Abena. Trent Abena, Fair Lady Garage. I call him the Pantene Pirate. Definitely gave us one of the best battles of round number one. He and Corbin Wilson going back to back runs. The one more time with the 350Z that just it keeps on going and going and going. And I hope he's got the Celine Dion turned up this weekend, because we know he drives a little bit better when he's got the JBL boombox in the back of the car with the sounds turned up. And Trent just doing Trent things. He does drive in a particularly flamboyant and aggressive manner, and he will always look to maximise the style points, will Trent Abena, and doesn't hold back, and around the bank he goes, and up the bank he goes, big old dirt turbo. Well done, aim for Ryan Murdoch. Ryan, shake your head up, mate, you got dirt all through your head. You might want to turn that head on, turn the fan onto your head, bro. You need to blow that out. Huge fan of you, Ryan. Psycho, of course. Not sure if he's coming up here to spot or do commentary, probably both. Happy birthday, Matt King. Happy birthday to Matt King from Carleen Nicol. So, yeah, not a bad way for Matt to spend his birthday. Maybe this will be the breakthrough round where he gets a podium. All right, no doubt there'll be plenty of support out there for Dan Costello. Give us a bit of love for Dan Costello. We've had a bit come through so far. Give us some more Dan Costello shout-outs. He's about to go. There's definitely a limiter in it. Early switch. Glance it down. Dan Costello was on 3 through that corner, so definitely hooked up there. Jake Fastners reckons you fit in more now with the club now that you've got a little bit of plantation dust on you. Come on, mate. Shake it out. Shake it out. Up here looking scruffy. Plenty of hair wax. Yeah, that's the wax. All right, let's see if we got scores coming in. So Trent Abena locked in the first run at a 78. So Trent Abena locked in a 78 for that first run. So he must have gone. So based on that, I'm assuming the track finishes just at that end zone there, does it? Before basically at the 10 Tools flag, is that? The last, so the first of the 10 Tool flag is where it ends? Yeah, closest. That's right, so Trent went off-roading after that, okay? This is John Zhao. Familiar Drift Academy car. Put together by a team at D-Spec Racing Cars. Bad there for John Zell. I don't know about you guys, but I reckon John Zell's got some serious Bond villain energy. Like, do you reckon he looks like a bad guy out of a Bond movie with the wraparound glasses and stuff? Like, he looks like he could take off the shield and throw it at you and kill you. That's a terrible thing to say. Alrighty, Dan Costello 71. Dan Costello 71. Happy birthday, Matt from Angel. Love from the family in Australia, Auntie Ange. 7-5 lads saying, I'm assuming that's in relation to Dan Costello. You certainly found the limiter there. Now that 3-wheel was after the section, so it looked cool, but it didn't actually earn any extra points. John Zhao 76. John Zhao 76. Young Riley, first off his first ever D1 NZ Pro Sport win. 13B by Green Brothers underneath the bonnet. Had to give that a kick there to get that going again, so that will be a markdown from a style perspective because it wasn't flowing from Riley McEwen. Plenty of smoke though, plenty of speed. I feel like we're going to be flirting with that dirt bank all day just by the nature of the line there. I think the drivers are going to crank it to lock and it kind of just naturally throws you towards that dirt bank. Alrighty, Trent Arbina provisionally sitting in number 1 at the moment with a 78. So let's see what. Oh, now what's going on? What are we doing now? Are we doing a cool down? Are we? Ah, sorry, I'm confused because I got used to doing the consecutive back-to-back runs, which we do at another series. So that's what's confused me there. Yeah, blame Joe. Joe keeps changing the rules at everything she's involved in, but now she doesn't care because now she's a commentator and it's not her problem. You hear that, Sammy? It's not her problem. Hashtag not my problem. Great to see so many of you tuned in nice and early this morning. MSC Challenge round number 2. 235 wide radial series. Hello people over the fence there, good morning. The reason we can't let you in is because we don't have a spectator permit. We get shut down. That's why you guys are over there and not allowed in here. So unless you're part of a crew or staff, then we keep you on that side of the fence. At least that's the lie I keep telling anyway. We just don't want to have to manage you guys because then we have to get security and all sorts of other stuff and it's a pain in the butt. Alright, now this weirds me out every time I see it. Cody Bothamley with the law enforcement-like livery, which is not, of course, an official livery because that would be probably illegal to do. So that is a likeness of with subtle points of difference. What I can tell you is when you drive past on the motorway to get coffee, it does look quite weird to see flashing lights. It sort of looks like maybe there's something not so flash going on, but we go with Cody Bothamley. Let's see how he goes this time. Send your messages of support, etc. love, and on the live stream, and we'll let the drivers know that you're supporting them. John OG, why don't they do 2 qualifying laps while they're out there? Because Joe changed the rules. When you're not listening, Joe changed the rules. That's why. That's a D1 thing, not an MSC thing. MSC is single lap and then a run all the way through the field and then come back out for a second go. So Cody looks like he's much more comfortable on this layout. Had a few challenges last time he was here. So just confirming that the section does end at the 10 tools flag closest to the pit exit, so the section is over once you get to the first of the 10 tools flag that comes into the screen. Alrighty, Riley McEwen equals second with a 76. Riley McEwen 76. So at the moment it is still Trent Arbina 78, and then Riley and John with 76, and Dan Costello 71. Morning, Ben Floyd. I'm wearing your hat, mate. I'm wearing my Floyd Brothers Racing hat. Thank you very much for that, Floyd Brothers Racing. Shout out to KFC, who haven't officially come through with that sponsorship yet. It's very disappointing to me. Morning, Billy. Now this is Brodie Warren. Possibly a little bit tight on the inside of the track there for Brodie Warren. Getting a speed though. Is he going to pull this up in time? Yep, get around there. Jordan Joyce has just offered $100 to whoever can hit the door of the police car first. Sorry, the police-like vehicle. The police-like vehicle. $100 on offer from Jordan Joyce. Not sure if that's open to people in the pits as well. But anyway, welcome along everyone. MSC round number 2 for 25-26. Trent Abina, the Pantene Pirate, currently your leader on 78. I do like giving people nicknames if you haven't noticed. So if you've got a good one out there in live stream land, then fire it on through because I like using them. This is Michael Spicer in the baby blue, the man who messaged himself before in the chat and said hold back a little bit. I don't know that he followed his own advice there because it looked pretty wild towards the end. Morning, David McFarland's. Because we're playing along, Jordan's now bumped that to $200 if you crash into it in the pits. So if you don't hit it on the track and you hit it in the pits, apparently now $200. By the end of the day, it'll be $1,000. Just pocket change for the king. Ryan Murdoch, Mr. Psycho, what advice have you given Mr. McCook before he approaches qualifying today?
I haven't really given him any advice. The car looks good at this round, so that's all he needs.
The car does look good, and mate, I noticed, I spoke to him down in Invercargill. He's a bit grumpy in Invercargill, wasn't he?
Well, we had a lot of work to do pitting for Jordan Richards, so a lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah, I hope that he drives angry. I feel like he's one of those guys who might have a bit of Jekyll and Hyde if he snaps. He might be, he might look mild-mannered. He might be the well, I said he was going to drive angry. He's out there looking for sugar cane like a good Fijian. That is not the end of the section. That is unfortunate. That's what we call a commentator's hex, Ryan, and that was your fault. My bad. Yeah, that's all your fault. If you want to beat anyone up, Kelsey, beat up the other Ryan. That was him. Morning, Bruce. I miss you, mate. I do miss you, Bruce. It's not the same without you just keeping the stream running and giving me little pointers as I go and trying to auction people off. Morning, Ben Rice, another veteran of the drift scene. I wonder if Ben Rice will come back out of retirement for Pukekohe. There's a lot of old dogs talking about driving at Pukekohe again. I reckon I can try and go Tux and Sky into driving at Pukekohe maybe in February. Sky's been talking about making a comeback, but only for something. Come back to Pukekohe. Come back to Pukekohe, mate. We'd like to see you on Sunday driving. You don't have to do anything. Joe might even sort you out an entry code for discount or something. I don't know. You and Tux get a 2-for-1. Yeah, you get the Porsche drift car. For MSC. Oh, MSC first? Yeah. Okay. Do a practice day here, then come to Pukekohe. I can see how that would work. 100k an hour entry speed versus a 200 might be a bit of a step up, but you'll be right. Was that Tux? You're gonna try and drift turn one at Pukekohe in the Dory cart. See how long you can hold it for. Dory cart versus turn one at Pukekohe. I reckon that'd be great. I reckon if you started that corner on Saturday, you'd be finished by Sunday. You'd be still going. Apparently, somebody was telling me that's what they've done the new track at Waikaraka Park for the TQs and midgets, and apparently that's what the TQs are doing there now because the gearing's wrong on all of them because they're on the Western Springs setup and they're all hitting the limiter halfway down the straight. Just yeah. Sounds like Tyler Knowles' car did it in Invercargill last week. Yeah, like the Mercury outboard in a 44-gallon drum. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, yes, that's right. You knowledgeable people were talking about this. 1 to 3 and trying to fight this. Morning, Kolo. Go K2 drifting from Lisa King. Kelsey wants to beat you both up. Both Ryans are getting a stern talking to. It's in writing. I'm not making that up. It's in writing. You can refer back to the chat box. It's like Camp Mum, eh? Just like full, like you two between, like. She's not angry. She's just disappointed. You gonna stay here? You wanna hang out here? Okay, mate. We'll protect you. There's Damo. If you didn't see it earlier, he's got the new. I can only think of describing that as the porno light on the roof, the purple flashing. I really feel like it needs some of those dancing girl stickers on it, maybe. All right, here is the. Here is the birthday boy himself, Matt King. Happy birthday, Matt, from Livestream Land, from all of your friends, family, and all of us. You know what? You know what would be great for a birthday gift is a number one qualifying result and getting on that podium. So let's aim for that one today. Chasing you, of course, hard will be Shane with the. He's really Captain Limmy, isn't he? Shane lives on the Limmy. He loves that Limmy in that car. I think he's just come up short of that first zone. Well, Matt King gets the score locked in, so let's just update you on where we're at. So we have a new number one qualifier at the moment, Michael Spicer, 79. Michael Spicer on 79. Trent Urbina, 78. Then we have 1, 2, 3 drivers all on 76. Those are John Zhao, Riley McEwen, and Michael Spicer. And at the moment, Ryan McCook, the only one with a 0, which is Ryan Murdoch's fault, of course. And let's hope Clark Kent takes the glasses off and gets angry the next run. I think a bit of frustration to come. Hello, Damo. Morning, mate. How are you? You all right, Ro? You good?
Lovely Saturday. Nice breeze up here, I must say.
How was your drive down to Invercargill? Did you fly?
Oh, I didn't go. I just seen my clone.
That wasn't you. That was another guy.
No, he was a bit fatter than me.
Are you sure? Because I'm sure I saw it. Those are some of the most famous calves in New Zealand, mate. People have been talking about selling advertising on those things. Here we go. Shane King, was.co.nz, which I believe is one of the King businesses. 2K's drifting, of course, the King brothers. There is that Limmy that Shane is known for. I hope you're going to pull that up, mate. Oh! You could not get any closer to that bank if you tried. Oh. Just because Lisa actually told me last time. You know, you guys remember how I was joking about him podiuming and another baby? Well, apparently there's twins on the way, so there's been some celebrating going on. So I got told this. I don't know. My apologies if that's a lie. I just go with whatever I'm told. It must be the truth when Grandma says it, right? So apologies if that's incorrect. So what else have we got? Is Roger racing today? You need to be more specific as to which Roger we're talking about. Yeah, Shane from David's. That was smashing the Limmy, wasn't it? Todd Arnett, definitely the truth. Todd? Sorry, I can't. I got sunglasses on. I can't read the screen. I'm getting old. Now, who's driving Trent's car? Kyle Short is in Trent's car, so that car's being double dutied because it is 4 horsepower and you can lean on that thing all day and it will not break. How many revs and clutch kicks does it need? All of them. Oh, now sponsored by Jim's Mowing. Give that cone back. Give that cone back. There's a cone under it. Give the cone back. Give the cone back. This guy's sending you a bill for that cone afterwards. Those are high quality Temu cones. Sorry, Alibaba. AliExpress? Or did you steal those ones off the side of the motorway? Alrighty, let's go back and have a look again. Shane King to 184. Shane King to 1 with an 84. So at the moment, let's update it after we go through the last two. We'll just because Jason and Corb sometimes go all right. You know, we don't want to give anyone too much hope just at this point. But at the moment, Shane King again looking strong with an 84. So that is going to require some work to overtake that. How much does it cost for a single round of MSC? I have no idea. I don't think we even do single rounds, do we, Sky? You need to book in for the whole season. So I don't think we even have a single round option that you can tick. I think you need to pay to do the whole season, and then from there, I believe generally the process is the invite list is sort of is waitlisted off the Drift Academy drivers. What was the question? Oh, Roger Roguski. Jaden Roguski. Roger Roguski. No, we haven't seen Roger for probably 2-3 years, I don't think. He did one round here, but we haven't seen him since. Has Mud Babies done a run? Yes, Dan Costello has done a run. He has a 71 on the board at the moment. So yes, Dan Costello has run, and he has a 71. So if you're looking for the benchmarks in MSC, Jason Wu and Corbin Wilson are pretty much as good as it gets at the moment. These guys have pretty much set the benchmark scores in qualifying and in battles over the last probably 2 to 3 years. They get challenged sort of every now and then, but from a consistency point of view, these are two guys who know these tracks, these layouts and their cars very, very well. Pretty business as usual lap for Jason Wu. Now, we keep getting asked where the Wuro fighter is. Jason has elected to drive a car that he can effectively drive harder here because the Wuro fighter not really set up for this track, so it's sort of a bit overpowered and just doesn't really help him from a driver's perspective, so he's driving his practice battle car. Corbin Wilson, of course, is now piloting a car that has a relatively stock LS1 due to him killing the LT4 motor. Doesn't seem to be holding him back too much, though. The LS1 is well suited to the layout here at Meremere. Corbin Wilson over-exceeds that first zone there, so very deep into it, but did send the cone flying. So probably be a mark down there from the judges. Morning, Tyler Knowles. I hope you've taken your race suit off, mate, but no guarantees there. Probably still wearing it. Somebody asking Matt King's score. Matt King has an 84 and is provisionally number 1 and has just been knocked off by Jason Wu with an 87. So he was in 1, now he's number 2. Jason Wu goes to 1 with an 87, and Matt King provisionally number 2 with an 84. So that's one round of qualifying done, and it will be Corbin Wilson 88. Corbin Wilson 88. Then Jason Wu, then Shane King. So Corbin Wilson, Jason Wu, Shane King, Michael Spicer, Trent Urbina, John Zhao, Riley McEwen, Brody Warren, Dan Costello, Matt King, Cody Bothamley, Kyle Short, Ryan McCook, and Tory Marsh is a did not start. So there are only 13 cars today. Tory, I assume, has had a mechanical of some sort and is electing not to participate in qualifying. So that means the top 3 will have a bye into the top 8. They will need to come out and do a single pass, but they will get a bye into the 8. Right, Mr. Costello for Mud Babies will be the next car out. So again, you guys are my co-commentators. Send in your messages of support, love, whatever else. As always, if you see something you like from one of the drivers, then feel free to message that driver directly, jump on board with them. These guys are always looking for a bit of sponsorship money to try and keep their campaigns going. A little bit of wind today is nice, just it is very hot here. It's where are we? We're at Meremere today. I've lost track of where we are. That unfortunate noise you can hear is the Honda drags in the background. There is some serious lawn mowing going on in the background. Some pretty hardcore 17 and 18 second quarter miles. With any luck, they'll get faster this afternoon, maybe do a hardcore 15, something like that. A really fast Honda might do maybe a, I don't know, low 15, something like that. Ryan's biting his tongue, but it's because he's not allowed to talk after he commentators hexed his mate Ryan before. Kelsey's going to beat him up in the pits. He's hiding up here. Brief intermission, just so the hold up at the moment is the wind is sufficient enough at the moment that it just sent our judge's monitor flying. So they're just having to duct tape that down. Everything in drifting is fixed by duct tape and cable ties. So the hold-up is just the remarking of the lines here. Hello, Willie. Hey, bro. Launchmaster Willie, legendary advertising and promo model for 8.6 fighters. Clearly his... Did you forget your belt today, bro? You heard that, eh? Yeah. It's all right. Don't tell him. Tell him later. It's fine. So we're just going to remark that final zone. So if you have just joined us, the end of the drift section is where the first 10 tools flag is, which is closest to the pit exit. Kat is currently demonstrating this with her hands. In the instance the plane falls out of the sky, please exit here, here, and here. In the event of any other natural disaster, such as a bear attack or something or other, then just be faster than someone else, and hopefully the bear will eat someone else. While we're line marking, do we have the ability to show our Drift Academy voucher? Do we have that? I love that. That's one of my favourite things. Give the gift of drift for Christmas. What do I mean by give the gift of drift for Christmas? I mean you can come and learn from Skyzell and his Drift Academy team, buy a voucher for a loved one, half day, full arrive and drive packages. Come down here, learn to do some figure eights, learn to do some donuts, jump behind the wheel of a car, and then who knows, maybe you could be out here as well competing in MSC. Most of the drivers here have done a number of laps or graduated through various driving schools over the years. So Drift Academy International is the way to get yourself started potentially on the route to your drifting career. So give the gift of drift for Christmas. Jump on Facebook now and check out the prices. All right, where's my Dan Costello fans at? Got to be some support out there somewhere for the Mud Babies team. Of course, Mr. Trenabina should be first. I think they've just ended up out of order as Trent was switching cars with Kyle Short. Kyle Short, of course, driving that car. It's being double duty this weekend. Morning, Sean Wilson. Morning to the Wilson family. No doubt the Drift Fox family will all be tuned in. Tamsin, Sophia, Papa Ray, be tuned in there somewhere. I reckon what we do is, if Corbin's still winning after round 3, I vote we let Sophia drive the car at round 4. That's what I reckon. Trinabina remarked section. Sends the Kona flying. Now, we didn't see a mark down before when Corbin Wilson did that, so should get away with that one. Thank you, Kane. Sending a shout out to Dan Costello. Trinabina a little bit frustrated there in the car. Saw the little shake of the head at the end. Right, Mr. Costello, you need to approve from a 71. So at the moment, provisionally in position, where is he? I think it's about 9 or something. So top 3 will get a bye. Top 3 will get a bye into the top 8. This is one of the great things about MSC Challenge is that there are only 16 entries by rules, so everyone gets to battle and gets plenty of experience. So Trinabina 78 again. Trinabina 78 again. Dan Costello stalls up there and has to give it a kick to get it going again. Just wonder if maybe that car is a little bit overpowered for the layup. Second run in the books for Dan. Let's go, let's go from Brad Coleman. John Zhao will be our next driver. Still reckon he looks like a Bond villain with the wraparound sunglasses. Looks like he could throw a slipper across a room and take your head off. Some sort of ninja, maybe. Who's the mean judge today? Who's the cranky judge? Jared, who's been the cranky judge? Is it Joe? Joe's the cranky one today. He nodded at me. I just asked him. John Zhao leans into it. So Dan Costello jumps up the scoreboard a little bit with an 80. So Dan Costello with an 80. Nice job by Dan. I think that's him being happy. Yeah. It's Tux is the grumpy judge today. That's a harsh score. Tux is always the nice guy, right? Just sits at the end there, doesn't say much, just always smiling, but then every now and then just brings out the old harsh call. John Zhao 73 that time. John Zhao 73. Riley McEwen, 16 years of age. Just doing this to get a bit of battle experience. Had a good chat with Riley's parents during the week. They were saying that just being 16 years old, he's very much learning his racecraft, and he'd been up at Green Brothers learning to work on his own engine. Done a bit of time with the sign riders as well, just learning about applying graphics. So doing all the right things. Funnily enough, there's another driver who's a very similar story at the moment. He goes by the name of Link Widdett, right? So Link is doing very much the same thing, spending time effectively doing a bit of an apprenticeship, learning racecraft, all the commitments required to be a professional or semi-professional race car driver. So good on you, young Riley, chasing your dreams. Hashtag Dad's paying. Still waiting for my t-shirt or my hat. I reckon that's a great t-shirt. Dad's paying. I want that one. Unfortunately, I've been unsuccessful in getting adopted by Ross. Apparently, I'm a little bit old. Doesn't reckon he can train me. All right, let's take a look at where we're sitting now. So it is still Corbin Wilson in 1, Jason Wu 2, Riley McEwen to 3. So Riley McEwen jumps up to 3 with an 84. So Riley McEwen up to 3 with an 84. So that is currently equal with Shane King, but Riley has 2 scores on the board, so it will come down to Shane King either needing to better or equal a 74. Morning, Aidan Daly. Morning to the Daly family, some of my other favourite people. I think I tried to get adopted by Seaton as well at one point. Oh, who did that? Whose dirt is that all over the track? That's the dirt that's on your head too, bro. The same stuff. Cody Bothamley, the NZP-like livery. Offer, as you heard, made before for $200 for the first person who dents that car door in the pits. Whoa! Can't park there, officer. Wait, what was that? Oh. I think that hand signal was for Jordan Joyce. That was for the $200 bounty. Sharon Meldrum, go the Popo. Let's go. Let's do this, both Ryans. There's a clean-up on track due to a Ryan. One or the other. Who was in charge? Were you in charge of cleaning the wheels out and you stayed up here because you were scared of Kelsey? You should have cleaned that out. Now look what you've done here. Made a mess. Brodie Warren will be next to go. Brodie, of course, did a pretty solid job at round number 1. Cody Bothamley, 59. Cody with a 59. I don't think that's going to pull up. I told you that wasn't going to pull up. Oh, sorry, boss. That's unfortunate, Sky. Isn't the rule we're not supposed to crash the D-spec cars? That's all right. Sky can fix it. You know what? That's like going to be the first of a few today, right? Wait till the boys start battling and they go in there blind and tyre smoke. Yeah, the D in D-spec is not D for dirt, all right? It's not how it's supposed to be. All right, see how Michael Spicer goes. Cat's dropped her water bottle on the track. It's rolling away down to the inside there. Somebody want to grab that before it turns into a missile? You're going to sweep it up. Sweep it up. Get it. Sweep it. Sweep it. Sweep the leg. It's like Karate Kid. Sweep the leg. All right, so while we're just waiting for that cleanup, what does our table look like, Jared? So we've still got Corbs as 1, I think. Is that right? Yeah, Corbin Wilson is 1 with an 88. Then Jason Wu, 2, 87. Riley McEwen, 3 with an 84. Shane King also an 84. Dan Costello, 80. Michael Spicer, 79. Trent Urbina, 78 is how they stack up at the moment. That has come out of gear and gone duk. That is, Kane, you got some work to do. That doesn't sound ideal. They're breaking your cars, Sky. They're breaking your cars. That is an incomplete for Michael Spicer, and that will be a 0 effectively. I don't think that thing's got any gears left. I'm just going to be quiet just in case our commentators hex this. That's the one, that's the one. So the key obviously is just for me not to talk. As long as I shut up, we're fine. Well done. The hand comes out the window and the tap on the roof is how you know that a driver is excited. It's the little thank you very much for doing a good job. Well, that was an exciting qualifying bracket. Brodie Warren smashes the bank. Michael Spicer incompletes, and then Ryan McCook comes out and just throws it down. So just waiting to see how this locks in here. Tux has kind of been the grumpy judge, so see how he viewed that one. Ryan McCook 77. So not too bad. That'll put him, I think, inside the top 8 or right on the bubble. Yeah, number 8 at the moment. Provisional 8 at the moment. So at the moment, the 3 with the buys. Here are the King brothers again for 2Ks. So the 3 with the buys at the moment are Corbin, Jason, and Riley. So Corbin, Jason, Riley have buys into the 8 at the moment. Kelsey's just banned me from talking ever again when Ryan drives. Seems unfortunate, but you're not the first person and probably not the last to try and do that. We'll talk after, yeah. So Ryan didn't talk either that time. So Ryan, we'll have a chat about that. All right, let's see what Matt King, the birthday boy, can do. I feel like that car maybe needs a little bit more power or something. I'm not quite sure, but it just doesn't seem to want to go where he wants it to go. All right, all the people telling me I'm not allowed to talk anymore, you need to take that up with Sky. Ryan Murdoch talked too, all right? Ryan spoke as well. We are blaming Ryan for that, not me. What's that, right? You just don't want him getting higher on the podium than you did. Is that what it was? Yeah. I know. I see how this goes now. All right. Shane King sits on 84 at the moment. He needs to beat a 76 to lock himself into Q3, and he needs to beat probably needs to go well into the high to mid 80s to qualify number 1, I would imagine. Very short on that zone there, zone number 2. I have a feeling that Shane King's already visited that bank there, hasn't he? Last year. Was it last year or the year before that car went up that bank? So I feel like he tips that in with a bit more angle to keep it off. All right, let's have a look. So Matt King improved. Matt King got a 74. Matt King with a 74. That's a... Shane King 81. Shane King 81. Nice job, man. Nice job. That was Kyle. So that's not his car. Now there's no boot. Now there's no bumper. I think by the end of the series there'll be no car left. That'll just be a space frame chassis. That's not stopping. Right. So that was Kyle Short that time. That was Kyle Short in the Trent Abena car. So they are double dutying that car. So nice job, King boys. Nice job, boys. There are 2 left to go with Jason Wu and Corbin Wilson. Then we'll lock out qualifying and we'll move into battles this afternoon. Usually we're back on air about 1:30ish. Introduce you to our top 13 drivers and then straight into battles we'll go. So I think we're doing a remark, so maybe a chance to pay. So should we pay some bills, boys? You want to hit a button and pay some bills, show some ads? And then we'll be back with Jason and Corbin. Just a bit of a clean-up on track at the moment. We'll bring you back. We'll show you the qualifying scores and, yeah, we'll get into it. And we're back, it looks like. There we are. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. MSC Challenge, round number 2 for 25-26. 2 qualifiers left to run. Jason Wu and Corbin Wilson. They are currently provisionally 1 and 2 on the table, so one of these 2 will be your top qualifier, with it looking like Shane King is going to be Q3, so that will put Shane King into the top 8 straight away. So 2 to go. Jason Wu, Corbin Wilson, been fighting backwards and forwards for ages now, it feels like. I still want to go with my idea from before. If Corbs is doing well, I say we let Sophia drive. See what Jason Wu does. Knows this track so well. This car definitely better suited to MSC battle conditions compared to the Wu fighter. Going to get a birthday cake? Going to go get a birthday cake? Excellent work. Bring back a birthday cake. We'll do that on the podium, eh? We'll do that on the podium. I do love doing random stuff. I've always wanted to do a wedding too at a car event, maybe. Apparently I'm not an upstanding citizen enough though to be given one of those wedding license things. Where does Jason land? Where does Jason land? I'm not even going to tell you because you can wait to see after Corbin's run who is the number 1. So I've just been asked if there are bonus points for sending the cones flying. You can take that one up with the judges. I don't think they usually like you exceeding the zones, but if we wanted to do that and have bonus points for smashing cones, then that would be quite a fun competition to have. Alright, wait for one more score to lock in, and then I will tell you who your number 1 qualifier is. Then we'll be back for battles around 1:30 this afternoon. That is qualifying done and dusted for MSC Challenge round number 2 for 25-26. Judges of Factor Sky Zhao, Joe Mulder, Mall as in shopping mall, and Tux Taruya. So they are your 3 judges of fact, and despite what I said earlier, Tux apparently is the cranky judge today. He's a little bit grumpy, even though he's always smiling. He's not in a happy mood. And here we go, locks in. The number 1 qualifier for this round is Corbin Wilson, the Drift Fox, with a 90. Corbin Wilson, Drift Fox with a 90, followed by Jason Wu with an 89. Shane King with an 84, Riley McEwen 84, Dan Costello 80, Michael Spicer 79, Trent Abina 78, Ryan McCook 77, John Zhao 76, Brody Warren 76, Matt King 74, Cody Bothamley 62, Kyle Short with a 0, and Tory Marsh did not start. So that is how they will lock in this afternoon. So Corbin, Jason and Shane straight through to the 8. First battle. Actually, Riley will go through too, won't he? No? Because Tory Marsh didn't start. Is that right? Oh, so that's right. So it is Riley versus Kyle is the first battle that we'll probably see, and then Dan Costello will battle Cody Bothamley. So Dan Costello, I'm pretty sure, will battle Cody Bothamley. So come back at 1:30 and let's see how the $200 bounty plays out. Let's see if we can get a birthday boy on the podium. Maybe we can get Shane King celebrating those twins, or maybe it's business as usual for Corbin Wilson and Jason. We'll be back with you at 1:30 this afternoon.